Hey there again. Today I received another African bead haul from PopRelics on eBay. That's the way that I purchase these. But I think there's also something extra in here, so that I did not pay for, and I have to thank. I think her name is Joanna, and she's from BK PopRelics. There's her card from the last time that I purchased from her, and you can see here that she also has like a website that you don't have to necessarily go through eBay to purchase her African beads. And I will put her links in the description below. I've got just such a great assortment of unique African beads from her store. Beads that I haven't seen on other African sites, bead sites. And I've just been really impressed, and the prices are outstanding, and you get all kinds of little knickknacks with them other than just the beads. So let's open this up. And this is cool because she puts her items into little velvet bags. And here is a thank you. This looks amazing. I am going to turn it over, and oh my gosh, look at that. These are great, just even as like free gifts. Like, I can't imagine like having all these African beads and like them coming off the strand and having to deal with them. They're so beautiful. This recycled green glass bead. And then a crowbow that looks like it's been painted, the design. And some, I think these are from Ghana, recycled glass beads. Like, they get such a vivid color even though it's recycled glass. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing. So this is like for a free gift. This is, you could, woo! For a free gift, you could get like a lot of, you can get like a bracelet out of that, or you could make some earrings. So that's really cool. And then, oh, here is some 5 meter, I think that's the length, and 2.65 millimeter width of microfiber faux leather suede in a white. And I have the other colors that I got with my last order. I got pink and brown. This is from previous order, and this is from this order. And there looks like there's another one in here. Oh wow, this is awesome. It's a darker brown. It is, what is the color? Does it say? I don't see a color. There's got, I'm probably missing it. I'm probably trying to read it too quickly or something. I don't know. But look at this. I've got all this now to work with these African beads that have a large hole. So these are the ones that I got today in the mail, and some freebies and some free gifts. It's really awesome. Keep her name up there at the top. And this little velvet bag. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She found a bead to replace one of the broken ones in my last video. And I wasn't even upset by it. Because, you know, when you're packing glass and delicate items and they get thrown around and shipping, stuff happens. I worked at a receiving dock for GameStop once, and oh my goodness, the stuff and the theft and the craziness and shipping, oh, it's just amazing what goes on. But I actually have a strand of these She replaced it. That's just so awesome. This is like one of the best customer service experiences I've had. I I just love her note. And just like the yay at the bottom, that is something that I just did today. And oh my goodness, that cracks me up. Oh wow, look at these. These are some beautiful. Is that like a, it's like a sky blue with a really lemon sunny yellow with black specks through it. And again, this, I don't know, maybe it's like animal patterns because it makes me think of a cheetah. And I know it's blue and yellow, but it makes me think of a cheetah. Look at these. My goodness. These are beautiful. Gotta find a tray. These ceramic beads with large holes in multiple colors, like an orange, a rusty red, a mustard yellow, a kind of a slate blue, a nice leafy green, and there's another kind of a lighter blue, and there's a lighter pink in there. There's a good variation of color in these. I like these a lot. Okay, so this is my awesome haul from BK PopRelics. She's just starting out. She's just starting to use eBay like me, and we're learning together, and I hope to buy from her again because I've been very happy with the product and the fact that she even replaced a bead. I can't believe she found one. I don't know how she did it. She's awesome. She's working miracles. Bead miracles. Okay, so I'm gonna put her stuff back in this velvet bag, which is absolutely gorgeous. I never received a fancier bag than this for some beads. Okay, and I'm not going to really unbox this because everybody does it. And it's just like, I get so tired of seeing it. It's like, it'll show up and I know I'm going to get it. It's more interesting to see what people make. But this is the bargain bead box for the month of February. It's a lot of blue, a lot of aqua, some antique copper. Oh, these are really cool. Okay, this is worth looking at. These are a little different. These look like a dyed agate dagger or spike. And they have a nice crackle going through in like different colors. One's more of a like an ocean Caribbean blue. One's like a Montana blue. And I gotta love Montana blue because I'm in Montana now, and that's just how it is. Even though it's snowing and it's like negative something degrees and I'm miserable. I just try to think about spring and think it'll be here soon, I hope. Anyways, that's the bargain bead box. I'm just grabbing this because thought I would unbox the beads and think about making something for kind of the random color challenge that's been hosted by Brittany of Turquoise.Street. She has a channel called Turquoise.Street on YouTube, and she has a Facebook group called Brittany's Beads on Facebook. I will leave a description below in the description and a link so you can easily access those sites. What she's doing is for 100 days, she's using a random generator of 2 to 5 colors. The rules are pretty simple. It can be anything that you make. Like, it could be jewelry, it can be arts, crafts, just, you know, paint, crochet, I don't know, faux finish. Faux finish is my background, so surface finishing is my thing, but it can be anything. Just take the colors of the day and go with it, like whatever your heart desire is. Like, if you want to bake a cake and like the colors, do it, because there's no rules, and it's just a free-for-all of like taking these colors and making something with it. And so for day one, I printed out the colors, and they came out pretty good on my computer, or my work printer and computer at work, I think. And so I made a really quick necklace using, I didn't do it like a absolute specific pattern. It is symmetrical, but I don't know, it took me out of my comfort zone. It made me put things together that I wouldn't have thought of. I made a messy wrap on this lampwork glass bead that I just got from eBay, and some eBay lots, some bone beads, some chevron beads, fire polish beads that I built up over the years by having a $1 Bead Box subscription and never canceling it, and then I just have tons of fire polish. But you know what? I never have the right color fire polish. It's like never the right color. There's so many colors of fire polish, and it's just ridiculous. And so I also used some beads from Magnolia company on Etsy, and some other green bone, and finished it off with the sterling silver esclatch. So it's a really short necklace. There's like a little defect. I need to figure out how to fix this defect where the silver has come off the bead, and I didn't notice that when I made it. And I don't know if it fell off in the process of wire wrapping it or got scraped off. I don't know. It makes me sad. I want to fix that. So this was the day one color, and I am behind, and so this is day 4. I don't know where day 2 and 3 went, because I don't know where life went. Life is crazy. And so part of the thing with this challenge is that you can make whatever you want, but to kind of stay within the realm of these colors and not like expand further out from neutral colors like white or black or gray, or metallics like your silver, gold, antique gold, you know, all the metal finishes, I'm sure. I was thinking of doing some earrings using some Crobo beads that I got from an African D-stash. Not a D-stash, but an African haul. And then I pulled out some of my fire polish, and I thought that color went pretty well, even though it's looking a little darker on the camera. And like, I couldn't find a really deep dark green like this, but I did find this, it's like an English, oh, these are so tiny, they're so delicate. They're like a English cut, the kind of autumn colors. There's a deeper green in there, but there's some rusty reds and some like citrine colors in there. And so I was thinking of maybe doing something with some fiber, some silk from from Darn Good Yarn. I can also put the link below if I don't forget, because I don't know. I need to buy more. Their quality of yarn has gotten better, and it doesn't. This is older stuff where it has a lot of strands hanging off of it. It's like, it's really pretty, but it's just a mess. So you can see that. You can just pull that stuff off and just throw it away. Okay, so these are the colors for day 4, and I'm going to try to use this Croba bead with maybe, I thought I had some, I know that I do have some jump rings that are twisty looking, but I can't find them, so I'm going to go with an oval jump ring. I think these either came from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I don't know. It's probably Hobby Lobby since it says Oklahoma and it doesn't have a barcode. I mean, yeah, because let's take all our beads up to the cash register and not have a barcode. It's so ridiculous. You just, oh my gosh. Like, and so many times I've had to argue with them, like, no, this is on sale. This is what your advertising is for on sale, and this is 50% off or 40% off, and it's just like, I don't go there anymore because I'm just done fighting with them. If I can go to Michael's, or if I can go to an independent seller on the internet, I'd rather do that than support someplace that can't give their employees a scanner to do easier work. Okay, let's see. I went off on a tangent. All right. This is kind of brown in person, but it also, for some reason, reads as a little green. Sometimes brown can read a little green, and that's how I feel these are. Okay. Okay, I'm pulling all the really random strands of fabric off these sari silk pieces. You might hear me ripping some of this. Oh my gosh, this is such a mess. I've got to get some new sari silk. It's stuck to my hands. I have cats all around me. Okay, so this is a little darker than this color, but there's some it's got a little bit of it's not quite brown, not quite green either. It might be a sienna. I might call it a sienna, but like there's a highlight to this sari silk that has that lighter look. I don't know if you can see that, if you see that shimmer on the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to take this move this out of the way. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to take it again. I'm going to just take one, Let's see. And then I'm going to measure this length, this length. Okay, this, my bead mat has become a mess. It's not even really a bead mat, it's just fabric. Okay. I'm going to see if I can push that into the bead. I don't know, this may not be wide enough hole. Might have to check a different one. Okay. All right, I got a bead through the process, so I'm gonna try my, these are the handy India manufactured tweezers. I'm just gonna use that to punch it through. Okay, I can only get one. Okay, so I've got my Crobo beads with some sari silk threaded through. So I'm going to try to set them evenly through the bead. And let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to use some silver. Or maybe I should, oh, these will look better, I think. These I got from Etsy from Jack and me. These are 12mm. Yeah, these look better. These look better with the color inside the Crobo bead there. So let's forget about the silver. But let's not forget. Okay, here we have some, I know the center is messed up, but the pair of wire, this is 22 gauge from Vintage. So I'm gonna pull off a section, and then so I picked off of this little section here, and so I'm gonna just go ahead to make my life a little easier is cut it off. My bracelets are making so much noise. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to try something. I'm going to try a knot. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just experimenting here. I don't have a plan other than to make an earring with African beads and sari silk. So let's see what happens if we wrap this up. Okay, and then we'll like try shoving it through the hole. And grab some chain nose pliers to pull that up. And I'm going to take this also and stick it through the hole there. This is harder than I thought it would be. I don't have my nylon gel pliers with me. I'm going to grab that tip of it there and pull it through. Okay, so I have a Kerba bead with some wired pull through. Okay, let's see if we can recreate that on here. So we'll tie a knot, scooch it down to the back and the bottom. Excuse me. And then wire wrap all around. And go up through the bead. See if we can fight through this fabric. And you can use your chain nose pliers to push it in there. And pull it through. Okay. And then this other tail, we're going to pull it back through the bead. And then it's coming out up here, so we're going to grab it and we're going to pull it through. Okay. So we have 2 Crobo beads with some silk dangling. Okay. I think the next thing I want to do is so we got red, we got the red and the silk, and here in this bargain bead box we have these really fun they kind of might remind me of magmatamas. I think that's what they're called. So let's cut that strand. It has a really fine wire. That's a wire that makes me worry that my animals will get a hold of, and I don't like that. It's too thin and it could cause disruption if they eat that. So be careful with your, sorry, I kicked the camera. Be careful with your critters around your bead area if you have lots of strands hanging out. I don't know if I like this green. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on it. Here's the... Sorry, my finger just got caught in the scissors. And I guess that green goes with it. Let's see. And that blue goes with it. Look at the red, green. I don't have a really dark green, but this green is kind of in between. I don't really have a green that's that dark. Okay. So let's take some Nymo. I got this at the bead store for almost 31 bucks, but it'll last forever. And so I'll just take a strand of this. And then we'll take some beading needles, some size 12 beading needles. It's just what I had. I got other sizes. I'm not doing a specific bead weaving project, so I'm not specific about the bead needle size, because these are good size beads. And what you want to do, I'm sorry my hands are really dry, but it's awful winter. The winter is insane. We had no winter, and all of a sudden it just dumped on us. I'm not in a good mood about it. Okay, so there's, can you see that? And then we want to place the string, the thread. I got a knot here, so I want to cut off this knot. Okay. All right. So with these beads, I'm going to do something kind of weird, maybe. I'm going to take both these ends and I'm going to sew them yeah. You see that? Oh my goodness, this camera can drive me crazy. So there is the bead going through both sections of the sari silk to bring it together. And I'm going to drop the bead. I'm going to tie a knot. I'm going to tie another knot. And again, one more. Just a simple overhand knot. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to add another bead to this crazy thing I'm making. I don't know what I'm making. I'm just going with it. And so I think I'm going to put about 3 beads. I kind of like things in odd numbers. So I'm going to add another bead down here. I'm going to go back through the bead. Sew it down. I don't know. That one sat on top. I'm just gonna go with it. Alright. And we need some green. This green fire polish that I've already showed you. Oh my goodness, fire polish everywhere. Don't you love it when you do a strand of fire polish and it just pops off and just goes all over the place? Okay. So I'm going to pick up I think this is a 4mm fire polish. I'm going to go back through here. And there's the fire polish sewn into there. It's really hard to keep my camera in front of my hands because my hands want to go to my face and not the camera. So I'm going to pick up another fire polish. I've already got 2 in here. So there's the bead, the fire polish. I think I might add some more to give it more pizzazz, a little more sparkle. So I'm going to pick up another fire polish. Man, this camera. I spent a lot on this camera and the autofocus. I know it's not a camcorder, but it's a real pain in the butt. It's really hard. I have to turn the camera back on after 29 minutes, and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna okay. It's a really scrappy earring. I don't know if scrappy is the right word. Oh my gosh, this is weird. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna tie this off. I'm gonna punch through the fabric, and then I'm going to go through the loop. This is hard to see. Gonna wrap that a couple times around. Okay. So now I need to tie it down. Oh my gosh. I didn't even tie a knot. I'm just going to sew I'm just going to make a little slip stitch, pull it through, and then get it caught on the camera because nothing's working out. Why would anything work out? Oh my gosh, this is awful. I'm really not happy with this. And I've got like cats hovering behind me because they're just so interested in what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna tie it off here. Go through there, and then go through. Wow, I really have a lot of respect for people who can teach bead weaving on camera, because my camera is not focusing and it's got a small scope going on. Okay, so I'm going to cut off take a ring off. I'm going to cut off this tail to here, and then I'm going to cut off this tail. And what I'm going to do is add a little GS hypo cement to the tail. Of course it doesn't come out now. Oh, there it goes. So I'm gonna put hypo cement on the tail there. All right. So we'll work on our other earring here. I'm going to go through it. So I'm going to tie a knot using the tail of the thread and just tying it. Alright, so now we have our thread tied to our sari silk. And we're going to pick up one of these blue turquoise beads and drop it in there, just wherever, just sticking the needle into the fabric and pulling it through. What I'm going to go ahead and do is cut the tail for that. Grab another bead. And that's gonna fall on the back of that. Gonna stitch through that again to get it over to this other side and put in a bead here. My hands are so dry. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we want to sew in some of these green beads. And I'm really poking my finger with this needle because I have not done bead weaving in about, oh my goodness, it's probably been 6 months now. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, come on, focus. Focus, work with me, focus. Okay. All right. Getting more goes in there. Pop it on the needle. Okay. So in this one we have 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, we're gonna take the last earring here. We're just gonna finish up sewing the knot. Gonna pull that through that loop there. I'm just gonna keep pulling that until it's taut, nice and tight. Do another overhand knot. And one more overhand knot. I just got beads everywhere. I I don't know how people use these metal trays because they just tick me off. They knock over, they don't hold your beads. They're good to scoop, but that's about it. That's my opinion. I'm not a fan of these little trays. And I'm not gonna look on the floor for anything missing. Okay. So let's get some GS Hypo cement. And we'll add a little bit of, oh, it's already dry. It dries so quick. Add a little Hypo cement. There we go. Okay. So these are the earrings that we have so far, and I got glue on my finger. Oh my goodness. I just want to like say all the bad words every time these little trays spill over. I am not a happy camper with these trays. Okay, so I thought I was going to use these jump rings, but they're not going to fit with the earrings that I have, because that, I mean, that's what, a 16 gauge? I don't think that's going to fit. That's not going to fit. I'm not going to mess with that. Okay, so I'm going to take some brass beads from Africa, and I'm going to strand one on top, this bead, brass bead. I'm going to there's the two wires here. I am just experimenting. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a plan. I'm just going with this. This is all going with the flow. I don't know what colors are happening anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this around this main wire here, and then cut that off, and then I have some baling pliers. Did you see that? Did you just see me knock that right over? I said, these trays are stupid. These trays are just, they're making me mad. Oh my gosh, those trays. Oh my gosh, I can't take it. I'm so mad at them right now, and I'm trying not to be mad on camera. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna tighten this up. Oh my goodness, can't see anything that I'm doing. I'm going to tighten that, but it's already in there. It's gone beneath the hole of the bead because it's a large hole bead. Gonna turn the wire straight flat over that way and take my baling pliers to the top. And then wrap that around in a messy wrap. I'm just not having fun. I feel like this is not happening. This These earrings are probably too involved, and I am sorry I hit the camera again. Okay, so again, this one I'm going to straighten out these top two. I don't have my nylon jaw pliers up here. They're downstairs, and I'm just gonna make do. So I'm gonna thread this bead on top, and I'm gonna take this shorter tail and I'm gonna wrap it around the main longer tail. I'm going to do a couple wraps and then cut off the tail of that. And then we're going to take this earring wire and pull it out to the side. I'm going to take my smaller mandrel of the baling plier and wrap it around. And going to wrap a messy wrap around this. And then I'm going to trim off the edge. Oh, shoot. I think I clipped it in the wrong spot. Yep, I did. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I clip it on the wrong spot? Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is fun. This is when jewelry goes wrong. We're just gonna... It's like when animals attack, when jewelry just does not behave and goes crazy. I'm kind of wanting to put some of these Hamsa hands at the bottom of it. I don't know. What do you think about that? That might add a little bit of interest. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add this Hamsa. I still have my needle and thread, and I am going to get in here I'm going to tie a knot. I'm going to tie another knot. Tie one more knot. Okay, I'm trying not to get mad, but everything is in my way. My space is really small. It's making me grouchy. Oh my goodness. I'm so grouchy right now. I am not a happy camper. I'm not a happy beater. I'm miserable. That's a challenge, right? I mean, it wouldn't be a challenge, you know, a random color challenge if you didn't feel challenged and put to your wits' end. Just wouldn't be the same, right? I don't know. I haven't done many challenges. So I'm just doing a bunch of excessive loops. And now I'm going to do a triple knot. This is not okay. It's crooked, of course. Why wouldn't it be? If it was straight, that would be something that worked out, but no. Can't work out. That's not how things go. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Alright, so I'm trying to get this one to sit a little more in the center of this earring. And do a couple loops around to do the knot. Oh, I went through. Okay, so we're gonna get this home set on here. This is why I like these thin needles. You can really bend them and put them to the test. And I'm just gonna tie this off with an overhand knot. I got so many knots, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to, this is nothing I would sell to anybody. This is nothing I would even give to anybody. This is just pure experimentation. Okay, so there's those two. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. All right. What we need are some jump rings, and of course, I have a big bag of like crazy links and all sorts of colored jump rings. I don't want to move the camera, but okay, so I'm just going to use those, or maybe I'll use these. Yeah, I'll use those. Those are kind of a gunmetal. And then I'm going to use this scoop. The only thing that it's good for, and I scooped up exactly what I was going to use. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. I've been up since, I don't know, like 3 something. I'm just so tired. And that's not what I was going to use. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. I'll have to edit that out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna open jump ring. I'm gonna see how this sits on here. Oh, gotta put it on there differently. Oh my gosh. And open this jump ring. And there are my crazy, or all get out. I like how this viewfinder turns everything backwards on me and I can't figure out what I'm looking at. That's also really fun. It's, you know, awesome to spend a ton of money on a camera that drives you crazy. Yeah, maybe it's not a ton of money for some people, but it is for me. So these are my earrings that are playing with these colors. Wow, you can't even see it. It's so dark. Oh my gosh. These are my earrings, the colors. Okay. I'm thoroughly exhausted and ticked off at jewelry right now. I don't know if that was like the goal, but I experimented and I learned. I had done some drawings at work when I was bored and not interested in the work I was doing, but interested in the beading part of my life. And I sketched up some little things. I like to do a lot of fibers and stuff, and I want to do some fiber beads. I have my sewing machine here. I just need to get it out and make space. So this is awesome. This made me do something I never done before. I don't think there's anybody in the world with a pair of earrings this weird and this goofy. But they're my tribal bead take on the bead challenge, and I wish the Hamsa hands were double-sided. I don't like single-sided charms or pendants. It's really annoying because everything gets flipped around. But that's fine. Anyways, let me know what you think or what you created with your day 4 or day 1. Oh, what is it called? It's like a random color palette challenge by Brittany of Turquoise.Street on YouTube. I'll put her link in the description below. And if you need any items that you're seeing here, let me know. I might be able to send some to you. I give a lot of stuff away. Yeah. Just let me know. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Don't say anything. Say something. Say something in a foreign language that I have to look up on Google and try to figure out what you're saying. I've already done that, so that's pretty interesting. I hope you have a good day. I hope your beading adventures are more fruitful than mine, because I don't know. These earrings are wacky. I'll probably wear them. I'll wear them to work. I'll do that. All right. I'll wear them to work, and you have an awesome night. Okay? Well, make that a deal. Bye.